clicker training. Good boy, look, click, there's the reward, good boy. And it just so happens that this is this little dog's lunchtime. So what we're going to do, utilising his lunch dry kibble, is teaching what the noise of this clicker means. The textbook calls it charging the clicker. I'm sure there's 10 or 15 other names of teaching him what the sound actually means. So the end goal is for him not to be so reactive to other dogs when he's out on the street. Totally fine with humans, totally fine with children, OAPs, normal middle-aged people, totally fine with humans. However, he's had a little bit of friction with the local dog in the local park, and that's kind of made him a bit wary of being around dogs. So instead of fixating, he instantly flicks into self-protection mode and wanders down the thought process of, I'm going to get you first, mate, before you get me, because I've been burnt before, so I'm going to get my strike in first. So the end goal of all of this is walking down a high street or a park or within a public place, and for him to be redirected onto the owners. So we want that engagement. We want him to be focused upon the owners, with the end decision making process of, actually, my mum, my dad, my owner is more interesting than me even thinking about the dogs that potentially I may have a problem with. So everything has to start with, at the beginning, quite clearly. At the moment, he doesn't know what this sound means. So we need to teach him what this sound means. And sometimes I use clicker training, sometimes I don't use clicker training, but I'm not sure why, but we've got a lot of dogs in lately that are displaying reactional behaviours. And it's an effective tool that works. Good boy. So, as I've mentioned before, we want to show him and teach him, good boy, what that noise actually means. So as soon as he hears that noise, that clicking noise, positivity is coming, food is coming. I'm going to get a reward in this form, as in food. Looking, good boy. But the only way he's going to get this food reward is if he remains engaged with me, if he looks at me. He will not hear the click if he's looking away, therefore he will not be rewarded. But as you can see, initially we've just stood next to him, like so, click as he looks at us, and then we give him a reward. Good boy. Good boy. Drop that one, my fault. Good boy. But to take the next step on him being engaged with us, I'm walking away. I want him to actively follow me. Come on in, bud. Come on in. Come on in. To build up that engagement. So he's not looking, not looking, not looking. Looking. Good. There you go. All right. So for enable the penny to drop, he needs to learn himself. I'm not going to force him to look at me, but I want him to do two things. I want him to follow me and remain engaged whilst looking. Good. Well done. Good boy. Every time his eyes are on me, he is getting rewarded for it. Come on in, bud. Good boy. Not looking, looking. Good. There you go. Good boy. So this is the first building block of clicker training a reactive dog, and the end result, what we both want, is him to wander down the street or walk down wherever he is out in the public arena, continually looking at me, because he has learnt, if he looks at me, positivity is coming, reward is coming. Good. There's a click. Too late there. That was my fault, so I'm going to wait until he does it again. Good. Yes. Good boy. All right. And there's the reward. And all we're doing here is using his lunch time, his daily allowance of lunch, to help us train him. Come on in, bud. Come on in. Okay, so again, I want him to follow me because I want him to be engaged. Good boy. There's the look. Good. Well done. Good boy. Good fella. Good boy. Well done, mate.